1,030 people are currently in a hospital ward sick with the Delta variant. It's putting pressure on already stretched hospitals and healthcare workers. 11% of all cases from the Bondi outbreak that started in mid-June have been taken to hospital. 175 battling the virus are in intensive care, including one 9-year-old, a 12-year-old and an infant. They have underlying health conditions.
Unfortunately, but rarely, people, including children, do require intensive care.
Over 2,000 COVID-positive children are being cared for by the Children's Hospital Network.
Overall, children do very well and with COVID, but there is always a spectrum of disease of any age group.
There were 1,485 cases reported, slightly down on Saturday's record, and 3 more deaths, 2 women and a man from West and Southwest Sydney, where the majority of daily cases are still situated. 188 of the new cases were aged 0 to 9 years old. 2,130 children under 9 years have caught the virus in the past fortnight.
Even though the intensive care capacity will be our biggest challenge in those first few weeks of October, October is the month where all of us will feel relief. All of us will feel that we're on the home stretch.
The opposition leader Chris Minns is calling for an end to the 9 p.m. curfew in West and Southwest Sydney, arguing there is no evidence to support curfew's work in driving down case numbers, a position the Premier once took as well.
We think the curfew should be lifted. It's been in for 2 weeks. It's not based on the health advice. It's time for a change there. I'm hoping the Premier listens to some common sense.
The point we put forward that we all only ever put in restrictions when we absolutely have to, and we appreciate the enormous stress it causes families.
In the west of the state, there were 32 new cases, most of them in Dubbo, and another confirmed case in Wilcannia in the far west, where 30 motorhomes are now parked at the local caravan park to assist close contacts needing to isolate. There's also been more detections of the virus in wastewater in regional areas where there are no known cases.
We've had a detection in Byron Bay overnight, and recently in Tamworth and Glen Innes, in Hunter, New England, in Cooma, in southern New South Wales, and West Kempsey on the mid north coast.
40% of people in New South Wales are now fully vaccinated. 73% have had their first dose. The Premier says once we hit an 80% first dose rate, that will provide confidence we will see 80% of people fully vaccinated, the point at which we can say goodbye to lockdowns, hopefully forever.
Come October, supply won't be an issue.
For returning Australians from overseas, there will be no change to hotel quarantine until at least a 70% double dose rate, even if they are fully vaccinated and return a negative test on arrival.
The current quarantine system has nearly reached its use-by date.
Kenny Heatley, Sky News, Sydney.